Salat al-Isha. These are the 12 rak'at that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam promised that a house is built in paradise for the one who commits himself in terms of praying these rak'at. Those rak'at are known as as-sunan al-rawatib. So Sunnat al-Fajr, which is the two before Salat al-Fajr, that's considered among as-sunan al-rawatib. Therefore, it is a sunnah mu'akkada. So it's a stress upon sunnah. Now, Sunnat al-Fajr, that's its name. Its name is Sunnat al-Fajr. But it also has another name, and that is al-Raghibah. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam refers to it in a hadith. The scholars refer to it in their sayings or in their opinions, in their books, as al-Raghibah. The word al-Raghibah, it comes from the word raghaba. And raghaba means to convince someone about something. So for example, if I was to say, رَغَبْتُهُ بِشِرَاءِ السَّيَّارَةِ, for example, that means I convinced him, I persuaded him to buy a car. So that's what raghaba means. So it was called al-Raghibah, these two rak'at of the Sunnat al-Fajr, they're called al-Raghibah because of the emphasis that is placed upon them in the hadith, so much so that when you read them, you now become convinced that you'll pray them forever. Right? And some of this is that we find in the hadith that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he never emphasized a sunnah more than he emphasized the sunnah of Salat al-Fajr. And so in the authentic hadith narrated by Bukhari and Muslim, that Aisha radiallahu anha, she said that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he was never ever more regular and particular in offering any nawafil other than the two rak'at of al-Fajr, and that is the two sunnah of Salat al-Fajr. And in authentic hadith as well, narrated by Imam Muslim, that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, rak'ata al-Fajr khayrun min ad-dunya wa ma fiha, that the sunnah, the two rak'at before Salat al-Fajr, is better than the world and whatever is in it. You know, now, I want you to think of this hadith just a little bit. You know, since the world has been created until the day of judgment, everything that exists inside of it, from ornaments to gold So that's basically 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever the masjid gives to it. Ibn Uthaymeen, rahimahullah, he says that if you purposely leave praying it during this time, so say you came into the masjid, you sat down, and you wait for the iqamah, you said, oh, I'll pray it after Salat al-Fajr, I'll pray it later. Then, if you pray it, it's not accepted anymore as Sunnat al-Fajr, because you left it purposely. If you leave Sunnat al-Fajr purposely, then if you pray anything after Salat al-Fajr of 2 units, it's only counted as a nafil, it doesn't get the reward of Sunnat al-Fajr. Right, so that's something to keep in mind. Why? Because Sunnat al-Fajr, those 2 rak'at, it's part of al-rawatib. And the Sunnat al-rawatib, those 12 that we mentioned at the beginning of the lesson, they are a fixed worship. In other words, they come at fixed times, they must be prayed in their time. If you leave it and delay it purposely outside of its time, then you can pray. Whatever you pray is known as a nafila. It won't be considered as a ratiba, right? So say for example, there's sometimes you come into the masjid, they haven't made the iqamah for Salat al-Dhuhr yet, and you pray the Salat al-Dhuhr, and then you decide, alright, I want to pray those 4 rak'at that I didn't, I want to pray them now. If you left them purposely, then you pray them, but that's a sunnah for you, it's not counted as al-rawatib. So keep in mind that sunnah al-rawatib, those 12 rak'at, are at specific times and must be prayed at specific time. Now if accidental or you forgot, or you were busy, you were rushing something, you didn't have the time, then you can make up for it later, and inshallah it's accepted as the sunnat al-ratiba. Okay, what is to be recited during the sunnah of al-fajr? What's to be recited? The first narration that we find in the hadith is that the Prophet ﷺ used to recite in the first rak'ah Surah al-Fatiha, and afterwards Surah al-Kafirun, Qul ya ayyuha al-Kafirun. And in the second rak'ah also he recites Surah al-Fatiha and Surah Qul huwa Allahu ahad after it. And of course we've mentioned and we've spoken about the wisdom behind this, but just for those that don't know, or will refresh that, is that Allah Azza wa Jal, He decreed this for us, and it was a sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. So when we wake up on Tawheed. You see, Surah al-Kafirun, it denounces shirk. La a'budu ma ta'budun. I don't worship what you people worship. So it denounces shirk. Surah al-Ikhlas, it affirms the oneness of Allah, the Tawheed. Qul huwa Allahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad, to the end of it, right? So in other words, Allah Azza wa Jal wants us to wake up, right, refreshing this idea of Tawheed in us and denouncing the shirk every morning. So that's one sunnah. The second sunnah is that the Prophet ﷺ is being reported that after Surah al-Fatiha, in the first rak'ah, he'd recite قُولُوا آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْنَا, to the end of the ayah, that's in Surah al-Baqarah. And if you also look at this ayah, it's calling to Tawheed as well. And in the second rak'ah, he'd recite Surah al-Fatiha, and then he'd recite an ayah from Surah al-Imran, قل يا أهل الكتاب تعالوا إلى كلمة سواء بيننا وبينكم ألا نعبد إلا الله ولا نشرك به شيئا. Also it revolves around the same idea of affirming the Tawheed and denouncing the shirk. So it is good that you mix up between this. Sometimes you do al-Kafirun and Ikhlas, and sometimes you do these 2 ayat. Okay, now if you read anything else, that's also fine, there's no issue. But as long as it's in the duration of reciting Surah al-Kafirun and Ikhlas, and it's not longer. And Ibn Uthaymeen, rahimahullah, he also said that if you read Surah al-Fatiha by itself, that's also correct, there's no issue. So if you read Surah al-Fatiha in the first rak'ah and in the second, and you recited nothing of any Quran after that, then that's also fine, because a condition of an accepted prayer, one of the conditions is to recite Surah al-Fatiha. After that is a sunnah. Okay, so now we discussed that. What's the ruling on prolonging these 2 rak'at? So let's say we have someone that says, Wallah, I came to the masjid early and I witnessed the adhan, and so I want to pray these rak'at until the iqamah maghrib. I want to prolong the rak'at, it's a blessed time. The time between maghrib and between adhan and iqamah is a blessed time. fard.